Welcome back to tonight's edition of Holy It's the News. Anyways, in more local news, Twisty Davis climbed a steep cliff in Shell Beach to get better pictures of the sunset. While trying to leave, Twisty became too scared to climb down, so he called rescue workers from 3 counties on his cell phone. 4 helicopters and 17 fire engines rushed from their donut shop just to laugh at him. While laughing, they allowed an orphanage to burn straight to the ground. The owner of the orphanage offered Twisty $50,000 to support his court case against rescue workers, only to find out that Twisty left the lens cap on.
In breaking bubblegum news, an unidentified woman from Louisiana attempted to blow the largest bubblegum she could in order to feel proud to write her name in Slo's famous bubblegum alley. Upon trying to blow the bubble, she started choking on the 87 pieces of gum and needed a homeless man to give her the Heimlich. The gum flew out of her mouth onto the wall where she fell and got it stuck in her hair in the gum wall. The damage was so bad that she had to shave her head. We could not reach this woman for comment. The homeless man reportedly said that the lady smelt bad.
Seems to be one sticky situation, Zippy. In Tacoma, Washington, 84-year-old Virgil Stoops stopped to help 2 men whose car was broken down. The 2 men then jumped Virgil, hitting the octogenarian in the face and demanding his car keys in an apparent carjacking. Stoops, a World War II veteran, kicked each man in his naughty place until he was rescued by the police. The perpetrators allegedly waived their Miranda rights to scream, "My balls! My balls!" The former tennis player's balls were recovered later at the scene.
Speaking of those silly old people, Wilma Flintstone of Birmingham, Alabama, was shot in the forehead by her husband, yet she miraculously survived when police showed up at the scene. The plucky Wilma was holding a rag to her head and brewing tea. She reportedly told the officers that she was considering a conversion to Hinduism just to keep people from asking stupid questions about her condition.
I hate that Wilma Flintstone. But not as much as I hate Ohio high school teacher Thelma Tuttle. She took 4 of her underage business students on a field trip to a male strip club named The Johnson Report. When the parents of the children and Ohio School Board demanded Tuttle's immediate resignation, she replied, "Thank God for permission slips."
Making technological news for the first time in its history is the country Canada. Our cold, hockey-playing, beer-brewing neighbor to the north has made it illegal to use your iPod while driving, thanks to an old man who died after desperately trying to change a Hannah Montana song that came on while he was on Highway 401, causing him to swerve off a cliff. Disney argues it was not suicide. Furthermore, the Canadian Border Patrol will inspect the iPods of all travelers to and from for pirated music and will tax all illegally. Downloaded songs to confiscate all Canadian music artists. Both Canadian music groups could not be reached for comment. I don't know what Canada is so upset about.
I guess they're just a bunch of hosers, eh? But speaking of piracy, to combat growing scourge of international piracy on the high seas, sound engineers are working on a special parabolic sound blaster similar to those found on cruise ships in order to fend off pirates off the coast of Somalia. These sound blasters work by shooting off a annoying high-pitched noise to wherever the disc is pointed. However, instead of a high-pitched noise, a new, improved disc will be playing the soundtrack by the Jonas Brothers in 3D. Not a good time to be a pirate. Zippy.
God, no.